Good evening. Welcome back to the Piper's Table. Back again. Gonna take this for another smoke. The Ben Wade Calabash. The epoxy fix seemed to work pretty good yesterday, so I'm gonna try it again. And I'm gonna try something that I have not had before. And this was sent to me by my good friend Bilby. So Bilby, if you're seeing this or when you see this, thank you. This was actually jarred up just a little over a year ago, April 2nd of last year. So this is the GLP's Quiet Nights. Never had this one. A lot of people really like this. I'm a big fan of everything I've tried from GLP's. So this one is like a, I guess you would call this what, like a broken flake. It's a really nice looking tobacco. It's really pungent aroma. You can smell those like funky, leathery, and like moist soil kind of mulch, fresh mulch in the rain kind of smells. It's a really nice smell. But yeah, I think this one is basically the evening counterpart for Chelsea Morning, which I'm a fan of. I wasn't at first, but after letting it sit for a little bit, for about, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, is when I feel like the Chelsea Morning really started to speak to me. Chelsea Morning has a lot of Perique, very little Latakia, and a little bit of Orientals. This one has less Perique, a lot more Orientals, and definitely is a Latakia forward blend. I think this one is Red Virginias and Cyprian Latakia. I don't know what Orientals are in it, and then a little bit of Acadian Perique. Yeah, so just a little in here, just a sampler. Bilby sent me a very kingly box of tobacco samples, and I've been trying to, honestly, I've been trying to smoke through some of the jars that I have, so that I can justify opening new tins. So I thought that this big old calabash here might hold all of this. It might not. It might hold almost all of it, and then I'll have maybe a small amount left. Yeah, I think we'll keep that for one more. I think this is enough in here. Let's check it out. I think this is one of those ones that has sort of a cult following, so I have high expectations. Right off the bat, hits with those very classic, what I would consider Balkan tobacco notes. Definitely a lot to keep forward. It's really smooth though. Very little creek. There's not really any spice that I've picked up on yet. It's got like enough of the Orientals in it too. Sort of like it doesn't subdue the Latakia at all, but it kind of blends it in really smoothly. So it's like it's like you're on this Latakia wave, and then it mellows out very smoothly and winds down into a sort of creamy, kind of figgy bouquet, I should say. You get a good a good tangy burst at the end of those matured red Virginias, and it's not. There's enough Latakia and Oriental, and probably that Perique condiment helps cut that sweetness of the Virginias too. So it's not quite enough to be sweet, but it's implied. You get a little bit of those bready notes, those dark bready, kind of like molassesy sourdough with that tangy stewed fig kind of thing going on. And then as soon as you feel like it's about to get sweet, that Latakia picks back up, and it's kind of like this steady bobbing and weaving in the waves of those flavors. It's very good. Hmm. A quiet night indeed. Had a kind of a mellow, quiet weekend, anyways. A lot of cycling happened this weekend. Did just shy of 20 miles today. Did about 5 or 6 with my daughter in tow in the carriage, and then she fell asleep in the carriage. So I parked in the garage and got on my other bike and took off and found a really beautiful loop that I didn't know about through some nice rolling hills and beautiful New England farmland, which, by the way, half of the reason why my presence, the YTPC, has been so sparse, sporadic is we moved again. We moved back up to New England, so that's where we're at currently. And there's another reason why I wanted to try this too is a lot of people have told me that they are really, really fond of this one in the fall and the winter. And spring is definitely coming into full effect, but it hasn't quite got warm yet. Today was in the 50s and overcast. Yesterday we had a lot of rain. So it's a really not quite brisk, but very cool evening, and everyone else is already in bed. The kids are asleep. I'm tired out from riding bikes, and so quiet nights. Perfect. It's very good tobacco. I think I feel like these are the kind of blends that calabash pipes are made for. Mm. Yeah, check it out. If you haven't had Quiet Nights and you enjoy fuller Englishes or Balkans, I think that you'll be a fan of this for sure. If you like a lot of Kia forward blends, definitely can't go wrong with this. If you like those kind of blends, I would say might as well go straight for the 8-ounce tin. The flavor profile hasn't really changed at all yet. I haven't picked up on any um, additional nuances. Just kind of like I said, just kind of seems to be like that wave on repeat of those flavors. Some of those tangy, spicy Orientals are kind of sitting on my tongue a bit more, I suppose. There's like a tartness to some of these blends that I'm a really big fan of. Really big fan of that interesting, smoky, musty with tart thing going on with a lot of these, a lot of Kia blends. Definitely an evening smoke in my opinion. It's it's light, but it's really heavy on the palate. It's full flavored. Pairs very, very well with bourbon. Anyways, I don't think I'll ramble on too much more. I think I'll leave it at that. Quiet Nights. This one has about a year of age on it. As far as aging, some of these blends, let me know what you guys think. I have fallen into the category of wanting to have stuff to smoke when it's fresh and aging the same things, but I've recently talked to some guys who are master blenders who have come from generations of blending tobacco who seem to be of the mind that the only thing that ages well is pure Virginia blends with some exceptions, and that a lot of Kia forward blends do not age that well. I don't know. This one smoking beautifully, tastes wonderful. The lot of Kia is still very pungent. Um, I'd be curious of you guys' thoughts on that, and if you have any experience with the GLPs or any other blends that you haven't seen me smoke on here that are in that category. I'm a big fan of these lot of Kia blends. I can't seem to get enough of it. So drop me a line. Anyways, thanks for stopping by.